Good afternoon, everyone from Hounda. A big welcome to you all to the first session of Expanding Horizons with e-sgol and Bangor University. These sessions are especially for you, talented learners in years 5 and 6, to spark curiosity and build confidence in science, health and well-being. It's lovely to have you a part of these sessions, and I hope you're looking forward to learning more over the 4 sessions. I'm Sue-Ann Richards from e-sgol, and joining me today is lecturer Emma Hughes-Parry from Bangor University Medical School. Emma is going to discuss the inside of the body today and some of the systems that make our body. Now then, we'll be doing the whole session through Menti. So join with your laptop or tablet now by using the QR code or through the website and enter the PIN. Before we get started with Emma, a few things to note. This model is for you, your most curious and talented learners in years 5 and 6 who explore different topics. Remember that science and technology sessions for the whole of classes 5 and 6 are available as well, which start tomorrow. The cameras, microphones and chat are off on your side for these sessions, and it is being recorded. You will have the opportunity to do tasks and answer questions as we go through, so listen carefully. Now then, we'll start now, and I'll just say the you can, if you haven't joined already, you can join the Menti, and the code will be at the top of the screen at all times. So welcome, Emma, and thank you for joining us today. Off we go.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, and thank you everyone for joining. It's really exciting to be here for this session. Okay, so as Sue-Ann said, my name's Emma. I'm one of the lecturers at the North Wales Medical School at Bangor University, and I'm one member of a big team of people who teach our medical students about the human body, different parts of the human body, so anatomy, physiology, and what happens when different things go wrong with the human body. So these students are training to be doctors, so they're in their first year, second year, and they're on a long course training to be doctors. Okay, so we're going to have a look inside the human body during this session. And so there are lots of different systems in the human body that all work together to keep us moving. All really work together. So what I want you to do first of all is to have a think and see if you can name a system or a couple of systems of the human body. So I think Sue-Ann's going to put a timer on to give you a chance to have a think.
There we are. It does say Q&A, question and answer, but you provide there a system that you might know of. And then after the minute's up, we'll have a look at what some of you have said. Right, the first one, immune system.
Lovely. Yeah, that is an amazing example. The immune system. So the immune system is helping to protect our bodies from different things in the environment that might attack it, little viruses maybe, or bacteria. It's a really important system. Great.
And then the digestive system.
Amazing. Digestive system. Yeah, so this is the system that we use to break down food and process it and take out all the nutrients that we need.
We've got a lot of the heart, lungs,
respiratory system. Lovely. So this is the system that enables us to breathe in oxygen, which is then sent around the body, delivering oxygen to all the organs that need it, and then taking out the carbon dioxide back out then into the environment.
Well done. A great start.
Lovely.
Great answers coming in just already, Emma. Well done all.
Great. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're just going to have a think now, a little chat now about a few of the different systems of the human body. So we're not going to talk about all of them. We're going to focus on just 3. The first one that we're going to talk about is the respiratory system, which we just mentioned, which is the system that enables us to breathe in oxygen, take in oxygen from the environment, and then it's sent all around the body, like I said, in the blood. The oxygen is actually sent around in the blood to the different parts of the body that need it, and then it's again sent back through the lungs, and we then breathe out and get rid of the carbon dioxide that we don't need. Okay. So I've kind of given you some clues here for this question, but the question is, which of the following are parts of the respiratory system? So 2 of these answers are more correct than the others. So as you will see over the course of this session, all the different systems and parts of the body are all interlinked, and they're all important for different activities and processes. But there are 2 here that are more important than the others for the respiratory system. So just have a think.
Oh, the answers are coming in. Let's have a look where we're at the moment.
Very nice. Okay, yes, so most of you have said the lungs, which is amazing. Yeah, the lungs are so important for taking in air and taking the oxygen out of the air, and then which is separately. And then you have the diaphragm, which is a really strong muscle, which is involved in enabling us to take in air and then push that air back out when we're done with that particular breath. So yeah, well done.
Good start there, Anna.
Lovely. And then the next question, what does the respiratory system do? Again, there are 2 answers that are more than the others here. So just have a read and then have a think which 2 answers you think the respiratory system does.
Right, let's have a look what people are thinking here. Ooh.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So yes, helps you breathe and brings oxygen into your body. And then some people have said helps you move and supports the body. It does do that again, so the respiratory system brings in the oxygen, and then the blood is sent, the oxygen is sent around the body in our blood to the muscles, which helps us move, and that supports the body. So in a way, there are really no wrong answers, and like I said earlier, everything is connected. So well done. Okay, so the next system that we're looking at is the digestive system, and you can see just from this picture here, there's actually a lot going on in the digestive system. There are a lot of different organs involved, and it takes up an awful lot of space in the body. So and it's for breaking down the food that we eat, any then be sent around the body in the blood to where they're needed. So the nutrients that we need from the food to grow, to power our muscles, to send energy and nutrients to the brain to help us think, and so on. So that is what the digestive system does. So now then, which of the following are parts of the digestive system? And sort of more correct answers. Two of these are mainly involved in the digestive system. Oh, fantastic. 100 of you. Oh, that's amazing. 100% small intestine, yes. And the stomach as well, 99%. Fantastic. So this is what we need. And then the concession decrease. And then it's through the and more of the nutrients taken out of the food to enable them to be sent around the body to where these nutrients are needed. A couple of you said brain, and the brain is like the powerhouse, the computer of the body. It's what it controls absolutely everything. So yes, the brain is indirectly involved in digestion, definitely. And we need to breathe whilst we're eating as well. So there you go. Okay, so what does the digestive system do? So we've talked about this a little bit. So again, there are two answers that are mainly more correct than the other two.
The responses are coming in very fast, Emma.
Ah, fantastic.
Aren't they? Well done. Let's have a look then.
Ah, amazing. Okay, so you've all said absorbs nutrients into the body. Lovely. And again, breaking down food. Yes, so those are the two main things that the digestive system is involved in. So well done, everybody. Fantastic. Okay, so the last system that I'm going to be talking about is the nervous system. So as you can see from this image, hopefully you can see it clearly, the nervous system is basically all over your body. So you have nerves all over your body that are sending and receiving messages to and from the brain, controlling the body's activities, enabling us as well to think, to remember things and process emotions and actually feel, see, hear and process what's going on around us. So the nervous system, shall we have a little think about that? So which of the following are parts of the nervous system? So again, two of these are more correct than the others. So just have a think about which two you think might be more integral parts of the nervous system.
Let's have a look then. Ooh.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, so the brain is the main sort of control center of our body, isn't it? And that is the main part of the central nervous system. But what you might not know is that the messages that the brain sends to the body and that the brain receives from the body, all of the messages go through the spinal cord. So if you touch something and it's super hot, and it goes from your fingers up through the spinal cord to the brain. And if your brain says, oh, I'm going to go for a walk now, your brain is sending you that message through the spinal cord to the legs to tell them to move. So both of those are integral parts of the nervous system.
Very interesting. I hadn't thought of the spinal cord like that before.
So yes, so the spine, you can see that that's the bony protective casing around the spinal cord. So the spinal cord are nerves inside that bony protective casing. Okay, so we've talked again about this a little bit already, but what does the nervous system do? Again, two answers are more correct than the others.
100 responses come in there. Oh, right then.
Wow, amazing. Okay, yeah. So sending messages between the brain and the body, telling the body what to do, sending messages back to the body to say, are you cold? Are you hot? Are you tired? Are you thirsty, for example? And yeah, helping you think and feel and speak and remember and feel emotions and all sorts. So yes, fantastic. Well done, everybody. Okay, so the next part of the session, you will be system detectives. So you're going to be given an example of an activity. And what we want you to do is to think about what system or systems are involved in enabling us to do that activity. As you'll see, a lot of our body systems are involved and work together to enable us to complete daily activities. So just for example, Jay and Sarah sprint for the bus. Their hearts pound, their breathing speeds up, and their legs start to burn. So just to give you an example, Siwan, I don't know if you want to have a think here. What body systems do you think are active in this scenario here?
Well, as they're running, and I assume that they're breathing quite heavily, so the respiratory system possibly?
Yeah, so when we do exercise, when we run, you need a lot of blood sent to the muscles, which means that you need being able to get all that extra blood sent to the muscles. You need to breathe more quickly to get more and more oxygen in. So the respiratory system, you start to breathe more quickly. Obviously, as well, we haven't really talked about these, but the muscular system, the muscles are really important, and as well, the circulatory system. So the circulatory system is what sends blood all the way around the body, sending oxygen and nutrients and everything to the muscles. So the circulatory system is really important here. So I am. Okay, so now it's over to you for this next scenario. So Sean eats lunch in 3 minutes and then he gets hiccups and stomach cramps. So all I want you to do is think here, what system or systems are involved here in this case?
I'll put a minute on the timer for everyone to have a think and give one response each. And see what you say, see what you think, which system. So what did it say, Emma? Hiccups.
He's eaten his lunch too fast. He's got hiccups and stomach cramps.
Well done. Responses are coming in.
Lee.
Right. We've got a few saying the digestive system.
Fantastic. Perfect. Yes. So the digestive system, he's eaten so quickly that his digestive system hasn't had time to catch up. He's swallowed too much air, maybe while he was eating, which has caused the diaphragm to spasm and cause the hiccups. His digestive system is overloaded, so he's got muscle cramps maybe in his stomach. The walls of the stomach are made of strong muscle, and because he's eaten so quickly, he's not given his stomach time to digest properly, and those muscles are cramping, which is causing his stomach cramp. So yeah, so well done. We've also got the nervous system as well, causing the hiccup reflex. So yeah, fantastic.
I think, Fairplay, I think I saw one or two nervous system as well. Well done.
Well done. Okay. so if you all know these, I don't. In this scenario, Mia jumps at a scary part in a movie. Her heart races, she sweats, and her stomach feels weird. So over to you. What system or systems do you think are involved here?
I'll put a minute on the clock again. Well done, responses are coming in. Remember, it says systems, so there might be more than one here. Right, we've had a lot.
Amazing.
The nervous system, yeah.
Yeah, so the nervous system. So what happens when something scary happens, whether it's something actually scary or just in a movie, is the nervous system has a fight or flight response. You might have heard of the fight or flight response. And what that happens in the body in this type of scenario is the brain sends a panic signal and gets the body ready to respond to what it thinks is an emergency. So even though this person is just sitting on their sofa watching a movie, the body doesn't really know that. It thinks that there's something actually scary happening. So it's sending the panic signal, telling the heart rate to increase. The blood is redirected towards the muscles to enable Mia to either fight or run away. And what that means is that the blood is redirected away from the digestive system, which means that maybe the stomach feels a little bit weird. Maybe there's butterflies in the stomach as well. There's also hormones being released like adrenaline to enable us to respond really, really quickly to this stressful or frightening situation. So yeah, well done.
The respiratory system as well, then, Emma, we've had a few of those.
Okay, yeah, so the respiratory system definitely would be involved, so that you're breathing a little bit more quickly because you're a little bit scared. And again, that's part of the fight or flight response that is instigated by the nervous system. So yeah, well done.
Well done, everyone. We had a lot, 142 responses there. Well done.
Wow. Okay, so for the final part of the session, you will be doctors in training. You're going to be given a more clinical scenario and have a think about what do you think might be going on wrong with the person in the scenario and how it might be treated. So the scenario is Oshan was playing football with friends. After a short while, he had a tight chest. He was coughing and he felt short of breath. So you might want to think what system is involved here and what might be wrong with Oshan as well. So you could also think, so you might have experienced something like this yourself, or you might have seen one of your friends at school experience something like this. And again, you could even think about if you know what's going on, maybe think about how it could be treated as well.
Right, a minute on the clock. The last task for you. Well done, everyone. We had a lot of responses there. We'll start with
Amazing.
the respiratory system.
Yeah, so the respiratory system is definitely involved here, isn't it? Because he's having difficulty breathing and difficulty getting his breath and coughing. Fantastic. Yeah.
Mm. And I've said that he has asthma.
Yeah, so we actually don't know what's going on here, do we, with Oshan? But it sounds a lot like he might have asthma. So sometimes asthma can be triggered by different things. So it can be triggered by things in the environment, maybe pollen or things like that. It can also be triggered by exercise. So when somebody exerts themselves and runs around a lot, and what happens is the airways become inflamed, so they swell up, and then this causes them to become more narrow, so it's harder to get enough air into the lungs. So I don't know if anybody's had a go at how it might be treated.
I can see that there's
Okay.
one here, and I've just seen. Let's have a look.
Amazing. Yeah, so that definitely the first thing that he needs to do is sitting down, stopping running around, yeah, having a drink and breathing calmly. Yeah, definitely. He might also, if it is asthma, he might also have been given an inhaler by his doctor. And what they do is sometimes they get lower the inflammation so that the airways then widen again and it's more easy for the air to come in. Or sometimes they just relax the muscles, and again that helps him be able to breathe more normally again. But yeah, absolutely. The first thing would be sitting down and stopping running around and relaxing. Well done.
Wow, brilliant. We've had so many responses there. Well done, you all. Brilliant. And having to think about a scenario. Well done. And we've come to the end of the session, Emma. Wow, we've talked about 3 systems. There are more, obviously, aren't there? Not only 3, but we've talked about 3 today.
Yes, and what you might have noticed is that all of the different systems work together, and none of them work in isolation. They all need to work together. You know, the muscular system, the nervous system, the respiratory system, the circulatory system sending blood around the body. They all work together. And if one stops working, then it has an effect on all of the others as well.
Very interesting. Thank you very much, Emma, for guiding us through some of the body's systems today. Our first ehangu session with Emma from Bangor University has finished. Thank you all for joining. I hope you all enjoyed and learned something, and we'll see you next week where we'll be discussing about zombies and the brain. Thank you all. Bye for now.
Thanks, everyone.